Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with a Throwback Thursday review. I haven't done one of these in a while. Of the deluxe Billy the Rod, the elek module, Billy the Rod, from Kamen Rider fourze. This is the module that is used by, that should be off, the module that is used by Kamen Rider fourze and elek states, and it also comes with one Astro Switch, the elek switch. So yeah, I finally managed to get more fourze stuff, so now I have the first 10 Astro switches, and this thing doesn't like balancing because of the ignition plug. I think it's what it's called. Whoa. I'll just lay it down like that for now. But anyway, we'll take a look at the box, then we will look at the switch first, and then we will look at Billy the Rod. So on the front of the box, you got a picture of Kamen Rider fourze in elek state with Billy the Rod right there, and a picture of the elek switch. On the top, it shows, elek module Billy the Rod, and then it also shows off fourze using the different modes of Billy the Rod. So I don't know why that's supposed to be. Okay, on this side, it shows off fourze and elek states. It even shows off the new basement on his right arm, which I'll get into later. And there, on this side, it shows him holding the prop from the show. Bottom, it just has Billy the Rod right there and the contents. And on the back is, of course, everything you're gonna do with this thing. So yeah. So here we have Astro Switch number 10, the elek switch. This is different from the other Astro switches. Like, for example, let me get out the rocket switch. Normally, Astro switches are always done out in translucent black, but since this is a state change switch, this is done out in translucent yellow. And you do get the number 10 with the lightning bolt in the background. And this switch is actually based on a breaker switch, which you can tell right there. It is a circle switch, so this goes to the right arm. You flip it forward to activate, flip it back to turn off. And it is a very nice. Switch. I think this is my favorite switch so far that I've gotten. You do get the nice gold paint for the circular port. So yeah, let's put this in the driver, the fourze driver. Get this thing on. First, we'll do the transformation. Mission. So, let's get started. First, we will remove the rocket switch and replace it with the elek switch. Sounds like it's saying Eric for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because of the whole LNR system, because listen. Whatever, let's just turn it on. Switch on. So, with that, you actually got something different. Rather than making a sound that the module would make, it actually played a little tune with the theme of electricity playing in the background. And of course, you'll notice the monitor went from being white to yellow to represent how elek states is yellow, or it's rather it's gold. Another thing about state changes is that there is nothing that can interrupt them. You'll notice because I switched it on and off repeatedly and I removed the switch and it did not cease the transformation. Which is actually pretty cool. So, but it also means you can't really spam it like most switches. Because, yeah, you can interrupt those, but there's nothing to stop that. Now, you can activate a limit break. In fact, he did do a limit break with elek and drill. For what was called the Rider Denko drill kick, which I think means Rider Electric drill kick. And there's that. Now I'm going to switch off the drill switch, but I'm not going to shut off or remove the elect switch. I'm going to leave it on and in the driver. Now, oh yeah, before I pull this away, what this would do is, the only thing that changes besides his bodysuit would be his right arm. His right arm would change the same color as, well, rather the right arm basement would change the same color as the rest of him. The other three basements stay their same color, while the arms and legs would also change in color. The cross, triangle, and square-shaped basements would all remain white with blue, yellow, and black. However, the circular module basement turns into the golden earth basement to represent that he is now in elect state. So yeah, that just shut off. Let's just move this out of the way and bring in Billy the Rod. I'm gonna elevate this because this is quite an impressively sized weapon. So here we have Billy the Rod, done out in mostly this kind of mustard-ish gold color. I say mustard-ish because it sometimes comes off as mustard yellow, but then it kind of doesn't in some lightings. I don't know why, it just does. White paint right here, which the white paint that's here and here is very chalky, and I don't know why. You do get Bandai silver here, gold paint for the tip of the rod. This is actually based on an electric cattle rod or an electric hedge trimmer. Is it cattle rod or cattle rod? I don't know. Which I will show off later. And then you also do get the 3 sockets that you put in here. The trigger, and then you also get the plug, or as it's better known as the ignition plug, which is attached by this port right here. You just squeeze those little tabs to remove it, and it's also attached by here. This does come out because this is packaged separately when you buy it. All you got to do really is attach the plug here and put the socket, the base of the socket right here. Now, you're probably wondering, why would a device need to be plugged into itself in order to work? The only real theory that I have is all the battery power is in here. And I'll actually explain more of that later, so let's turn this thing on. You do get LEDs in the lights right there. Now, by itself, if I didn't plug it in, we just get a very generic attack sound. Nothing lights up at all, and it hardly sounds electrical. In fact, it sounds more like it's being condemned, like the electricity is stuck. And it's not really coming out. Now we gotta let the electricity loose. In order to do that, take out the plug and plug it into either of the sockets. Socket 1, which is marked by 1 lightning bolt. Socket 2 is marked by 2. The third one is marked by 3. So let's put it in the first socket, and you'll actually get it lighting up. Now this is the generic electric attack. So there's that. Put it in the second socket. The light sequence changes. This would actually release energy slashes. For more long-range attacks. And the third socket would do like an electro wave attack. And this one sounds the most lethal. Listen. That sounds like you just killed a man. Now, to do the official limit break, you don't have to have the plug in any of the sockets, but for show accuracy, I will plug it into the first socket. We'll take the switch out of the driver, and you put it in backwards with the number 10 facing the back. First, we will plug in the socket and plug in the Astro switch. Plug it in all the way, and we'll get and that would activate the Rider 10 billion bolt break. I forget what the Japanese pronunciation of it is. But it is a pretty cool sound effect. Now, there is nothing locking the switch in place, so you can easily just take it out. And, well, I'll show it off later. This can only fit circle switches, so if you wanted to use another circle switch, here's Rocket. That would, only circle switches will fit in. Like, if I momentarily take out launcher, it won't fit. Anyway, now another thing about the limit break. Two things. It'll repeat if I were to leave it alone. And after the attack, it'll go back to whatever mode it was last set on. So if I had the plug out, it would just do the normal bash attack. If I had it in any of the sockets, it would do their respective sound effects. So let's get this out. That's the only way you can get that yellow to shine again when you take it out without turning it off. Because if you put it on, but the switch is still on, it will just have a white thing. See? So overall, Billy the Rod here is a very nice weapon, and the elek switch it comes with definitely helps your Astro Switch collection. I do like fourze. Some people hated it, but I actually do like fourze. It was a pretty goofy and pretty interesting series. I do like it. And I do like this weapon. This is actually a lot bigger. I thought this would be a lot smaller, but it's actually the size of an actual cattle prod or a hedge trimmer. So it's okay. So yeah, overall, I definitely suggest you pick this up if you have any of other fourze merchandise, especially if you have the driver. Will definitely be worth it. So I will see you guys later. Take care.